Roxana Saberi is standing by. Roxana, following as usual, a few stories for us. And speaking of travel or not travel, looks like you'll probably be reporting from your home for a while because the UK is under a new, very strict lockdown. What can you tell us?
We are, Anne-Marie, here in London. They're calling it Lockdown 3.0. It is the third time the country has entered into a nationwide lockdown. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson announced last night that now most people will have to stay home except for certain reasons like medical needs, exercise, and shopping for food. Schools and colleges will return to mostly remote learning. Non-essential shops will remain shut, and now restaurants can only offer food delivery. A top government minister says the lockdown could last until March. It comes as a new variant of the virus spreads fast across England, and the Prime Minister is warning that hospitals are now under more pressure from COVID than at any other time since the pandemic began. The UK reported a record of nearly 60,000 cases yesterday. The country has also recorded the fifth highest number of total cases in the world. Authorities are racing to vaccinate the country's most vulnerable, but critics say the process is too slow. Next, we go to Singapore, where a top government official has acknowledged that data from the country's COVID contact tracing program can be accessed by police for criminal investigations. Authorities had previously said the government would use the information only for tracking the virus. Around 80% of residents are signed up to the program. They use the app to check into locations from the supermarket to their offices. If someone tests positive, tracers can quickly contact anyone who is in that person's vicinity so they can isolate. Privacy advocates have warned about the misuse of personal information gathered by governments in their efforts to control the spread of the virus. And Mexico's president has offered WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange political asylum. Manuel Lopez Obrador welcomed a British judge's ruling yesterday against extraditing Assange to the U.S. to face charges of espionage. The judge said that would put him at risk of committing suicide. U.S. authorities plan to keep pushing for his extradition. They accuse him of releasing secret military and diplomatic documents. Assange is now expected to make a new appeal to be freed from prison here in London. He's set to appear at a bail hearing tomorrow, and his lawyers are likely to argue he could catch COVID-19 in prison and that conditions there are harmful to his health. Assange has been behind bars here in London since 2019. Before that, he took refuge in the Ecuadorian embassy in London for 7 years. Anne-Marie?
Yes, who could forget that? Roxana Saberi, thank you so much, Roxana.